When last we met, a collective of professionals within the city of Taembria was drawn together by a monster hunter named Burim, played by Soya, to hunt down a Death Tyrant for the guildmaster Athena Thalazar. The contract apparently came from a prominent devil family known as the Crashians. Stepan, a middle-aged wizard, began down a path of discovery with a vial given to him by an associate named Rowan. He entreated the matron of magical study Lilith within the Vatiri family for whom he serves to identify the contents of the vial. He was overheard by Virtue Entropy, an enforcer of the royal family. Rowan, a sickly half-elf, is found bargaining for another vial, the same one he had given to Stepan, from a man hiding in the sewers by the name of Zeb. He warns that he will be scarce for the next couple of weeks and that Rowan should be careful. Vesar, a scout within Taembria, is bullied by his superior priestess Zalith into warning another priest in the Underdark that their order must stop drawing attention through ritual sacrifice. She also demanded that he acquire a book for her or risk having his pact stripped away and given to an ooze god, an undesirable path for a warlock or anyone. Beautiful Carl is courted by one Vasago Crashian, the consort of a noble pulling several strings in this story. He wants Carl to seduce the head of a noble family to prove his skill and beauty before hiring him to become a new sponsored entertainer for the prominent theatrical family business. It has seemingly come down on him or his rival, Cody Divine. Once gathered, the monster hunter party set themselves forward, securing some protections for the upcoming battle. Burim gained poultices from a reagent master. Rowan gained the blessing from Bondur, the god of pain, that would protect him from a killing blow. Beautiful Carl convinced Teriel's Sunwatcher to garnish a blessing of aid. Once prepared, as they traveled up to the schism to delve beneath the city into the Underdark, a tremor quaked across the city, rattling windows and rumbling beneath their feet. Some curious remarks and a brisk run up the ziggurat on the green led to a broomstick exhibition with the caretaker Crenshaw, and a jaunt down the winding way that led to a discovery of activity that should not have been allowed in this place by the Vatiri family. Vesar took the guide lead from this point on and brought the party to the Ooze God's realm and met with Krobodon the Rotting and delivered his reprimand from Zalith. Krobodon demanded he find him a book that Zalith had entasked him with, and it would supposedly allow him to see the spaces between. The party returned the way they came upon a Duergar mounted upon a steeder that triggered a cave landslide sweeping away Burim. The Duergar had a singular blue eye that Vesar managed to note. They carried on and made it to the Death Tyrant Skolash's lair. Rowan felt as though someone was watching him, but later found no evidence of such a thing. Then he dismantled a trap, and the party entered the lair. Session came to an end within the antechamber of the lair, as it was being destroyed by a mighty and vast creature that had tunneled through the earth, leaving a rock slide behind and revealing the tunnel's passing emptiness. It seemed, by the party's estimation, to be almost a quarter-mile wide. No creature they had ever witnessed of or heard of could be near the sheer size of that. So, the party has entered into the Death Tyrant lair. Now, you can see this on our tabletop. You navigate there. For those of you listening, you can check out the stream that Ashley has up. As I described earlier, an acrid wave of pungent and noxious air assaults your senses as soon as you enter the lair. A path leads to your left and to your right. The left seems to nearly end in an immediate climb up upon a shelf that's about 10 feet high. The right curves down an ample hall until it also ends in a small climbable wall at the edge of your vision. The cavern is dark and quiet. Too dark and quiet for your taste. The walls on either side go up and up until all you can see is the inky dark above. Now, keep in mind here that while on the map it might be bright, those of you without dark vision can see nothing unless you are telling me that you have a light source with you. Those of you with dark vision can only see 60 feet. And I believe Nick Vesar can see 120 feet. That could come in handy, as I won't always reveal the full 120 feet. So, how would you like to proceed?
Had we explored this upper area at the end of last session, Gabe, or was that...
You haven't discovered or explored anything here yet.
Okay.
I see the map. Okay. Is there any music currently?
There
Just
is.
checking. Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear it?
There it is. Yeah, I just had to hit the unmute button.
Well, what's the plan?
We definitely don't want to go after that large creature that just seemed to wreck the entirety of the cavern. I suggest we move in the opposite direction since the way back seems to be kaput.
I'd like some high ground if at all possible, but I can't see a thing down here.
I look down at the ravine that has just been created behind us, and I say, so, has anybody given any thought as to how we're gonna haul a Death Tyrant all the way back?
I just put up my arms and flex at him.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, just with the good old thunder and lightning.
Like, oh, well, if you think you can manage it, I'll be happy to watch. I don't think I'm very good at that type of work.
Given just a little bit of time, I have the ability to open a door up to the surface. That may save us the ability to haul this creature manually all the way back up.
Oh, it's a
Certainly
big
won't
door.
make it any lighter.
That would probably be wise. I was also thinking if one of you wizardly type could maybe send a message out. We could just get somebody to come down here and help us cart out the carcass. Well, not carcass, it will still be living, but it's good to know that we have options.
Well, we do have to kill the thing first.
Not kill, just incapacitate.
Right. Sure.
Yeah, we're
Nearly-
worried about the
nearly killed.
chores first. We gotta kill the thing, then we'll worry about getting it upstairs.
It's just it. We have to survive this whole thing in the first place. Otherwise, all this conjecture is it's meaningless.
The DM sits
Let's
and
get to it then.
wonders why they didn't discuss this before entering the lair. Nevertheless.
Anyway,
Well,
Does anyone have a torch lit?
I can assist you if you need it. And I'll throw
Uh,
up a dancing lights.
Sure.
Which of you do not have dark vision? Okay, so there are two of you. That is concentration, Nick, just as a heads up.
Here, it's fine. I'll use a light cantrip.
Very well.
You can use them both for
And
now.
I'll use a candle.
I'm just warning you guys since we're at the beginning of the... As soon as Nick casts another concentration spell, you'll be blind and then could be problematic.
If Stepan's gonna use his own light, I'll sniff mine out.
Oh, I didn't mean... Well, anyway. So, you're in the antechamber. There is a path to your left and right.
One
I'll
of them
go
goes
invest.
upward,
I'll
right?
stealthily investigate the left one.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
Oh fuck! I closed my D&T Beyond page. No. No. One second.
I'm not editing these videos, so...
Okay, it's open. Stealth. 26.
26. Like the knight, Rowan moves over. Actually, you don't need to make an athletics check due to several components of your kit, but you walk up the 10-foot shelf easily. Standing above your party members, make an investigation check for me as you look around behind the column of earth that separates you from your party now.
11.
Okay. You note that there are several roots protruding from the wall. That was pretty simple. As you take a look at the roots, however, you do note that there is some pretty vicious barbs on them. that you wouldn't want to touch them, but beyond that, that's about what you know.
Okay, yeah. If anybody approaches, I point out the barbs. We'll just stay put for now.
Okay. You're welcome to move your characters around on the sheet if you want.
So in the center, as we're moving up ahead, there's a very large ravine inside. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so you have to take the right path, sort of. You can hop back down if you go up there.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I see some people moving forward or telling me that they move forward, I'll reveal more.
Okay.
You kind of pinpoint where we were starting at here? Okay, so we're going across the ravine. All right.
Well, that's technically just non-existent wall. Like, if you see wall, that means that's cavern edge. That's just solid wall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like something you could jump over. The black walls are walls that you can climb up. They're 10 feet tall.
Can I use my rapier to probe the wood to see if it behaves like normal wood?
It appears to behave like normal wood as you start stabbing it with your rapier. You do maybe note some
Very
glints and sparks as you're attacking it. Like it's sharp. It's sharper than normal. Like it's not like a briar patch a child could walk into and walk out of.
Watch out for these roots, guys. Razor sharp.
Would Visar have ever seen anything like this before?
Yeah, probably. Give me a history check with advantage if you'd like.
Sure.
Or nature. They're both intelligence, so.
It's a 12.
12. You know it's razor vine, which is a pretty typical hazard in the lands. Not too much to it, just avoid it at all costs because it will hurt you.
Okay.
Well, it appears this is a dead end.
Let's go the other way.
All right, who's taking the lead?
I'll take the lead.
All right, Rowan.
Stealthily. You want a separate stealth check?
Nah, just keep the same one.
Let's step up here.
I'll give him about 30 feet or so ahead of me.
Okay.
I'll kind of just follow behind him.
Oh wait, that's
It's
the wrong
up
way,
here.
huh? Yeah, I'm supposed to be there. My bad.
It should be more clear now. Now that you've moved forward, you can see a little bit more to the chamber.
I'll spider up these walls.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
27.
27. You note a few
Jeez.
distinct things as you enter this chamber. Now, let me read the description first. The next shelf is about 30 feet wide, snaking along the natural cleft with stones and brambling root systems that reach out from either wall, roughly 80 feet long. This chasm seems like the last, to be a deep cleft of natural stone. However, as soon as you've entered it, you pause and listen. You hear heavy breathing from several sources farther up in the darkness above. But you see nothing, despite knowing your senses are sharp.
Okay. I go back down, then somewhat hushed say, there might be hostiles ahead. I hear heavy breathing suggests big enemies, but I can't see them, even though I'm pretty sure I got a good look.
Hmm.
Did they sound
They may
humanoid?
be cloaked.
Do they sound humanoid?
I don't know as that's something you would necessarily be able to tell.
I don't know either.
It
I'm
sounds
not
like
a
raspy
reading
breath
expert.
in the distance.
Okay. I can't tell. I'd need some more experience.
I think you just need to be
How
closer.
How far do you think they are?
Pretty far.
Pretty far.
Maybe we should continue on.
Definitely beyond
Alright,
the
yeah.
brambles here.
Just be careful not to make any noise.
I look at my armor. It's gonna be hard to be quiet in this.
Maybe you want to
We've
go
done
first.
stuff like this before. You're as quiet as a mouse.
Well, I could always try to go on my tiptoes. Off we go. Let's see. I'll climb up the ledge and attempt to sneak through this passage.
Everyone make a stealth check. Those of you that are climbing without the aid of spider climb or a natural climbing speed, make it with disadvantage.
Athletics for the climb.
Nah, we're going to skip that since you're not under duress.
Okay.
But Leon doesn't need to make any checks.
It's a stealth check.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Holy shit, that's never happened.
Double 20.
5.
No, like double 19.
Damn, still good.
11.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Nick, Bryce, and Rowan, you are successfully undetected at the moment. However, some of you are carrying light sources, so the stealth check is a little moot. I will say, Rowan, if you would like to move ahead, you are welcome to, and place yourself maybe 10 feet ahead of the party, out of the light source. The rest of you roll initiative.
Is there a fine, Gabe?
What's that?
Is that fine where I moved?
Yeah. If
Okay.
you decide to be climbing a wall, let me know. And if you could actually just type the height that you're at in your name on the nameplate, then I can just keep track of it. It's going to be a little
How
tedious.
tall is the cavern?
You don't even know. You can't see the top of it.
Okay. Damn.
So Bryce, you said 2. Excellent. Those of you that roll in D&D Beyond, it will log it automatically for me.
Do you want it typed in otherwise? Just in game time?
Like I said, if you roll it in D&D Beyond, it'll log. If you don't, just put it there. That's fine. Okay. Leon, what you got? It didn't put it in.
Huh? For what?
Initiative.
I thought it. Oh, initiative. Okay. 22.
Excellent. Okay. Bear with me just a moment. All right. Rowan, it's your turn. You still don't see anyone. However, you do note that the razor vine is only along the base of the cavern, as though it's been cultivated like that on purpose.
Okay. I think I'll just stay put.
Okay.
I'll just wait for things to unfold. Yeah.
Okay.
Pass.
Bessar, it is your turn.
I will creep up a bit,
Okay.
and I'll hold an attack action in case I see anything.
Okay. Excellent. Beautiful Carl, it is your turn.
I'll move up I'll move up about 10 feet.
Okay.
And then yeah, I guess like right here. And then I'll hold like a vicious mockery just in case.
Okay. Excellent. Sorry, I'm rediscovering how I saved all these characters. All right. Vesar, you are the closest. However, you were stealthed. So, beautiful Carl, as next up, shimmered and bathed in light, suddenly, a dagger. I'm sorry, a crossbow bolt comes soaring towards you, whistling through the air. I rolled a natural 20 with advantage as a Duergar comes out of invisibility up on a shelf above you. You take 14 piercing damage, and he is revealed. So he's deeper into the cavern, 30 feet up in the air on this little cleft of stone. You can see him before Rowan. However, as you know, Duergar can shrink and make themselves go invisible. You don't think he's going to go back into invisibility.
He's hitting Carl
Beautiful
or Visar?
Carl.
Okay.
You were stealthed still, so he went for someone else.
Do I get my attacks on him?
Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful Carl as well, if you'd like to throw that vicious mockery.
Yeah.
Gonna make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Saved with a 19.
Okay.
This attack is a 24 to hit.
24
Second
hits.
is a 17.
Okay. Both hit. Bryce, if we can get turn counters going, and that's for me too.
For sure. Okay.
Each arrow does 10 points of damage.
Excellent. So the Duergar reveals himself, firing a crossbow bolt down into beautiful Carl's shoulder. However, you both reply with an instantaneous vicious mockery and firing off 2 arrows from your magical bow, striking the Duergar in the chest for 20 damage. He is nearly dead. Burim, it is your turn.
I'm gonna start to try to close up some of the distance here. So it looks like 5, 10. Should be 15. That should be 25 feet there. And then, given the distance, I will. I'm gonna have to shoot off a crossbow bolt of my own.
Okay. You pull out your crossbow, you load it, you fire it. Bear in mind you only get one shot because you have to.
Yeah, because I have to
obey the
reload.
laws.
Yeah, unfortunately. 24 to hit.
24 hits. Give me some damage.
Almost fall off. Just 4 piercing damage.
Okay. In response, Burim, you draw your crossbow, load it, and fire off a bolt. It pierces the other side of the Duergar. He is badly, grievously wounded, yet he stays up.
Okay. Gonna that last 5 feet of movement I have there, so I can just kind of make a straight shot through the rest of it.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Okay, that's all I got.
Very well. Another one appears. Burim, this time having revealed yourself to... Actually, let me double check and make sure. A singular crossbow attack rolls towards you with advantage, unfortunately, because of him coming out of invisibility, and will hit with a 22, unless you'd like to use a reaction.
No, I'm not going to use shield yet.
Okay. You take 3 piercing damage from the crossbow bolt from the second Duergar that appears atop the shelf.
Okay.
A third appears and holds an action, however, you do not see it yet. All right. Stepan, it is your turn.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Mhm.
but we cannot see you.
Okay, I'm working on that.
Okay.
Can I see the 2 Duergar up there?
Yep, unless you go right underneath. They're 30 feet up in the air on top of a rock shelf, like a rock face. So if you're under them, you can't. Or if you take cover behind a large rock, which you're basically already doing. Like if you were down on your knees huddled, you would not be targetable.
Yeah.
But if you stand up, you can see them.
Okay. I'd like to stand up and I'd like to lightning bolt these beezies.
Okay. They will make 2 dexterity saves. Duergar 1. The first one, the wounded one, gets a dexterity save of 6 and fails. The second also a 6. They both rolled 6. So give me your damage. 30 damage.
30.
All right. Step on. You stand up from behind the rock. And what does it look like when you cast a spell?
I pull out this book, and I have the book in one hand. I have the pages earmarked, so I turn to the right page. I say the incantation. The book glows in my other hand. I direct the spell.
Okay. So you pull the book out. It begins to glow. Lightning crackles and sizzles across the chasm, lighting this entire dark place. You finally see the ceiling, 300 feet above. However, when it fades, searing itself into your vision, the 2 Duergar are gone.
Awesome.
Stepan, is that your turn? You are free to move forward if you would like.
I'm going to hang back a little bit.
Okay. Next turn, it is Rowan's turn.
Do I see any hostiles?
You will have
It
to
seems
move
like they just
forward.
disappeared. Okay. I'll climb up the stone and have a
Okay.
look around.
Okay. So you climb up. I'm going to assume that you're no longer being stealthy if you begin to investigate things.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll forfeit the stealth.
Okay. Are you climbing up onto the shelf that the Duergar were on, or this random stone? Okay. You can move yourself up there with them. We'll say that's maybe 30 feet of your movement. Make your investigation check.
10.
You don't see anything. You think that these Duergar were sort of sentries that were waiting here invisibly. However, as you do let up, I need an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm actually not horrible.
Okay.
24!
Excellent. Whatever it was, you shake it off. Your spidey senses are tingling, however. And what's your dark vision range?
I looked up high elf to tell you. It seems
60?
I'm high elf, by the way. You said half elf earlier.
Oh, my bad.
Just clarify that shit. Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Okay. You do not see anything.
God damn it.
Um,
Can I
what's
can I
your...
just yell back to the others and let them know
Yeah,
that something's weird about this place?
absolutely. Your AC is 17.
Mm-hmm.
A crossbow bolt tings off the wall above you as well.
Okay.
Bessar, it is your turn.
All right.
All right, I will make my way further in. Do we have to walk around?
You-
This is the razor.
Yep, the
So-
razor vine is littering the floor. You will have to walk around it. So, and again, for those of you who have not played with me, when you're moving in an adjacent pattern, it's 5 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet, 10 feet, as long as it's diagonal. Your horizontal and vertical movements are only 5 feet no matter what. The first diagonal movement you take is 5 feet, and then the second diagonal movement you take, that same turn is 10 feet. And then it rotates back and forth. It's a little obnoxiously confusing, but since we don't use like the octagonal or the other X, it's the only way to really do the diagonal movement fairly.
I'll stay here and hold.
Okay.
2 more attacks in case I see anything.
Okay. Excellent. Beautiful Carl, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. I'll move up the full 30. Right?
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And
Into the
do I
razor
see
vine?
the? Oh shit! No. Where was I? So that was here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Do I see both of them still?
You see the 2 dead Duergar. Rowan is up
Okay.
there investigating, and you note that a crossbow bolt has tinged off the wall beside him. As far as the next chamber, though, your dark vision and illumination do not quite meet it yet.
Do I know like approximately where the thing came from? Like what direction?
I would say along the wall to the south, the left of you.
Okay. In that case, I am going to cast a shatter along the wall and just hope I hit something.
Okay.
And if not, just collapse with the wall on something at least.
Okay. Tell me the exact distance you're gonna use.
So I got a 60. I can use it from 60 feet away, and it's a 10-foot sphere. So let me see where's Owlbear. Pointer. So I'll probably do it like, say 10 feet. So like right here.
Sure. You can shatter the wall there.
Yeah. See if I hit something.
Okay.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay. Excellent. You blast a shatter effect. However, nothing is in that space, but you do blow out the column, that small wall that people were climbing up.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out that the wall was holding back acid that begins sloshing down into your kin's area. So I'm just going to make a quick tile here and state that that is acid in that space now along the southern wall. It's covering up the razor vine and sort of eating away at it. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Burham, it is your turn.
I'm gonna start moving up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And I'll just kind of ready another crossbow bolt. If anything drops in the distance, I'm gonna get ready to fire at it.
Okay. Excellent. You have readied your crossbow. Your dark vision is 60 feet as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rowan. As you are
Can I
perched,
guess? Okay.
you 22 will hit.
Yes.
Okay. You take 10 piercing damage. Don't forget your reaction if you'd like to have that.
That's the thing. It only works if I see him. Do
Ah.
I see him?
Your dark vision does not see far enough. Their superior
Oh
dark
my
vision
God.
is... He is... I will tell you exactly how far away he's shooting.
Mhm.
65 feet.
Just
Okay.
out.
Can I? Okay, so I can tell at this point where he is, somewhat at least, right? So
Yes.
I'll move there, or well,
Okay.
I won't move all the way up.
Well, it's
But
not
I'll
it's not
move-
your turn. You're just being
Oh,
shot
fuck.
at.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Make it another intelligence saving throw. You're unfortunately the only person close enough for these guys to bully easily.
I'd say fortunately because it's another 25. This
Oh.
time's critical save.
That is incredible. You are a rogue. That's kind of your jam, right? So again, you feel you hear something this time, and in the distance you see red glowing eyes sort of blazing with fury up on another shelf 65 feet away from you on the southern wall, farther into the canvas, or I'm sorry, into the chasm. This time you note something is trying to take control of your mind briefly. Stepan, it is your turn.
Okay. I'd like to go past beautiful Carl and take cover behind that rock. But as I do, can I cast a silent image, like kind of in the middle of me? So just kind of like leaving an echo of myself as if I was still there to maybe confuse a target.
Sure. Silent images are not non-moving, correct?
Yeah, but I think I might have, because I'm a level 10, I might have some ability. Hang on a sec.
Okay.
No, it's just that I can create both a sound and an image, and use my action to change the nature of the illusion. So it's just a static me.
Okay. You're welcome to move your character and cast that spell. We will say that it grants disadvantage on at least the next attack.
Okay.
All right. So that echo is right on top of you?
The echo is kind of out here in the middle. So I kind of leave it
okay.
here and then continue onward. I'll just put a little token there.
Yeah. Pop down the token. Excellent. Okay. So Stepan comes rushing up the field again of battle, hiding behind a rock, leaving a mirror image of himself in the midst of the battlefield that he passed through. Okay. A lot of these guys are holding actions. Rowan, it is your turn.
Alright, I try to move up to where I saw the outline of that guy's eyes.
Okay. I am going to reveal the next chamber for you now that you're entering it.
Mm-hmm.
Move to where you'd like to. You do see them plainly. They have both left invisibility. Now, as you're entering this area, another tier awaits you, similar in shape and size to the previous cavern, ceiling still far, far above. More shelf-like outcroppings of stone appear on the north and south walls, perhaps sporting more blue-eyed Duergar in weight, perhaps empty. However, you are aware because they have revealed themselves. Ignore my stock description. The ground on this tier is covered in pools of foul ichor, the depth of which is impossible to tell. However, there seem to be several points in which one could hop onto. Of course, Scott has also decimated part of that retaining wall, and that ooze is now leaking down toward Vessar. You do see both Duergar above, and you note that looking at the two corpses next to you, all of these Duergar have an eye carved out and replaced with a blue gem.
Oh.
Righto. If I go here, can I shoot?
You can.
Boulder? Okay.
There's no acid in that space, right? Well, there is kind of.
No, there's. You rule what you want it to be. It looks like there's a little bit of land.
If you cling to the edge, since you have spider boots, I'll allow it. But if you step up onto ground, you will touch it.
Okay, yeah. I'm shooting sideways, hanging or standing on the edge.
It's your specialty.
Yeah, I do shoot at the caster, man.
Okay. Make an attack roll for me. Now, are you hiding first to try and get advantage on this, or are you just letting it go?
Oh, right. I can't use steady aim because I moved. Yeah, sure. I'll hide first to get advantage.
Make a sneak attack. A sneak roll for me.
Sneaky. 18 only.
18? We're just going to be using passive perceptions here, and you succeed.
Okay.
Basically, Rowan, you jump off the ledge, roll to the base of the retaining wall, and you pop up and let loose an arrow in swift succession. Make an attack roll for me with advantage.
Of course.
31 will
crit.
hit. Oh, it's a crit.
Yeah.
Okay, so for crits this game, it's up to you guys. Either if it's dice, roll it twice, which in the event of a rogue, I would suggest doing so because it's more fun. Otherwise, you may roll base damage, so your dice damage, double it, then add modifiers.
I'll just do what D&D Beyond suggests here to...
Works as well.
I'm not sure how else to do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's a measly crit, but that's without... That is without sneak attack.
I was going to say, that's got to be without sneak attack.
Sneak attack will be 21, so it's a total of 39.
You fire an arrow.
38.
And you see it pierce the Duergar's throat. He lets out a cry, but he's barely hanging on to life with 1 hit point left.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say that you have partial cover in this position, or you can use the rest of your movement to just climb down and be out of sight.
Oh, I didn't realize I had movement left. Yeah, I'll climb down and get out of sight.
I'm not sure if you do. I'm
I'll
just
go.
spitballing.
I mean, yeah, I moved from over here to here. I should, right?
Yeah.
So I'll go here.
Excellent. Okay, Vesar, it's your turn. Now, I didn't give you your 2 attacks that you were readied, so you may take those now if you'd like, and then take your turn.
Okay, I do have vision on them from here.
Yes, because of your
'Cause I'm
superior dark
lower.
vision. Yep.
Okay.
Let's do a
Awesome.
quick. Yep, they're within.
That's a 24 and a 20.
Both hit. Who are you attacking?
Um,
Let's just do them one at a time.
Which-
So if you kill one,
okay.
you can.
We'll do
take
the
other.
first on
Okay.
top guy.
Excellent. He's dead no matter what.
Alright, well.
He's got 1 hit
it's-
point.
It's 13 damage anyway.
Okay, so another hail of arrows comes flying out from the warlock from behind, piercing a Duergar. You hear him cry and fall off the ledge and splat down into something viscous below. Your second attack is?
That's gonna be 8 damage.
Okay.
Or do you want me to re-roll it?
Nope, that's fine.
Roll it. Okay. And then I'll take 2 attacks on my turn.
Okay.
21 and a 29 to hit.
Hit and hit. Give me damage.
15 damage on the first hit,
Okay.
11 on the second.
All right, you see another Duergar fall to his death. Would you like to move?
Yes, I will. So it's 5 on the first diagonal, 10
Yep.
on the second, and just rotates.
Yeah, and then
essentially?
it goes back to 5.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you can avoid taking diagonals, you'll save space, but I would always at least take 1.
Okay, that's 30 feet. That'll be my turn.
Excellent. All right. For the first time ever, you all note a flash of light pierce the room. But it fades quickly. It seems to be coming from deeper in.
Is there any sound, or is it just light only?
Just a flash, like a strobe effect almost.
All right. Well, I guess I'll say. Well, I guess we're going in the right direction then. You know what they say: follow the light.
It's true. Vesar. Never mind. Actually, I'll make the attack with disadvantage. An arrow comes whistling towards you from the darkness beyond, Vesar, and mostly only because light is coming from your companions. And it is with disadvantage. The attack is a 6. So an arrow clatters sadly to the ground next to you. Beautiful Carl, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna move the full 30 and try and catch up.
Okay. You guys have dash too if you want to double your movement and
That was my plan.
Yeah, I'll do that. Hold on, I think I did that right. No, it's right here. It's a 30, and then 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's it.
excellent. Burm, it's your turn.
I'm gonna do the same. Do I have to, what's the use the pointer tool here? Oh, this drawing tool. That's pointer tool. Is this water?
It is acid.
Ew, that's acid out here
Yeah.
too.
Yep. And it's spilling downward. You can probably jump
Gross.
over it
Okay.
if you hug the northernmost wall.
Mm-hmm. Okay. let me use my action to dash.
Okay.
So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 puts me here.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll
Make
try to
an,
jump it.
yeah, make an athletics check for me. We'll see if you can squeeze out that extra 5 feet.
Athletics. Come on, Berm, you're thick-letic here. Oh yeah, that should be good. Plus 9, 23.
23. Excellent. Yeah, you can clear the jump, and you land on the far side of the acid pool on the northern end of the chasm.
Look good there.
I would like an intelligence saving throw.
He's not going to do too hot on that. Oh, guys, don't forget on your saves to add a D4 too.
Oh yeah.
Good point.
Oh.
Speaking of, thankfully I have that. 15, 16.
16. You save. You feel something wrapping around your mind, but it fades.
As a free action, I just yell, "Get out of my head!"
You hear in the darkness, "No!" Step on.
Can I get a sense of what direction that came in?
Yeah. Directly in front of you, deeper in.
Okay. Very cool.
Step on. It is your turn.
I'd be dashing to catch up.
Okay.
I'll take 60 feet and duck for cover underneath this rock outcropping.
Perfect. Okay. Another strobe flashes above. None of you witness where it is from, as you are all too low. Rowan, it is your turn.
Move up. Wait.
If you tell me you run along the wall and you're spider climbing, then you don't have to worry about the acid.
Sure. What's that over there? Can I ping the thing to my left? The stone
Just a rock.
next
Right
to,
click,
to the left
yeah.
of Burrow?
Just a rock.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you could stand
Can I
on it.
get onto that? Like, does it look like a decent vantage point? Can I get on there?
It's about 5 feet tall, so you might be able to finally see over the ledge, assuming you're over 5 feet. But you are an elf, so
What about the bottom one? I'll just go. I'll go here.
I mean you
I'll go
can
here.
you can literally just climb a wall. You have spider climb. You can just
Yeah,
walk up
right.
a wall, and you have the perfect vantage.
I know, but I want there to be cover. I want to use it
Okay.
as cover, but it's fine. I'll go down to this wall and get up a little bit, and if
Okay.
I see anyone, I'll ready an attack as well.
You do not see anyone because your dark vision does not cross 60 feet.
Okay.
However, you
Gabe, what did you
do.
want me to add? Was it a turn counter?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been trying to keep an eye on them, but failing mostly.
Okay.
Okay, that's me.
Okay, excellent. Bessar, it's your turn.
I will move forward. Is it an action to climb this ledge, or are we using movement?
We're just using movement.
Okay.
If you were being shot at actively, I might call for an athletics check, but
And this is 10 feet tall?
Yep.
Okay,
it was basically just a 10-foot square, like difficult terrain.
gotcha. Very well. Am I able to see anything from
With
where I'm at now?
your dark vision, you see the top of a head of an ugly man that's like a statue. It has a glowing blue eye, but like you only see it because it's very tall. It's farther into the darkened chamber, and only with your 120 feet do you just barely see it.
It's a statue, or
It's a
it's a statue
statue.
of a man?
Statue of a man.
Can I try to shoot the eye?
Sure.
29 to
29 will hit.
that's 8 damage.
All right. You hear a ting in the distance as you definitely hit something.
Okay. No, I'm not sure if that does anything.
It might.
I'll
You're
take
welcome to
another
make
shot.
Okay,
I'll take
shot.
another shot because I have it.
Yeah, what else are we gonna do? Dash, that's for squares. Burham's up there taking the heat anyway.
Nah. That's another 29 to hit.
Okay, roll damage.
That's 13 damage.
Okay, excellent. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. Beautiful Carl, it's your turn. Bessar, you feel like a fucking deadeye.
Hell yeah.
You're shooting a nickel from like 120 feet. Let's go.
I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna go and then dash and try and get as far as I can up.
Okay, I'm just gonna trust you to make the movement that you need to make.
Okay.
If you want to make the jump, if it's beyond what you're capable of, you will have to make a strength athletics check.
35.
Just bear in mind, you're not supposed to be able to jump farther than your movement allows. So if you get to the end and you've spent 50 feet and it's a 15-foot jump, I might let you make an athletics check, but the DC is going to get higher and higher, and it's going to be pretty arbitrary because I'm making it up.
I'll stop beforehand at 55 and then wind up for a jump.
Okay.
For next turn.
Okay. Burham, it is your turn.
From where I'm at, do I see anything yet?
You see the retaining wall, and then there's basically shadow above it. Because it's just so dark.
In front of me here, is this like an obstacle?
Yeah, you can climb over it without expending. Well, we'll say it's difficult terrain. An extra 5 movement.
It's always extra.
A little bit.
Alright, so let me go then 10,
You can
15.
You can jump the acid if you stay on the top side of it because of your strength.
Okay, so I'll jump.
And that's
How
no
much
extra movement.
m-
It's just
I
normal
was about
movement.
to ask. Yeah, just normal movement there. Okay, so it was 10, 15, and then 20, 30, 30. Yeah, I think that would use all my movement then.
Okay.
At this stage, I should be able to see them, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he'd
Yeah.
be within view.
You have to. You're down, so you can't technically see them. But if you climb, you'll see them.
Okay, gotcha.
But this also gives you full cover. So
Right. Yeah, I'll stay in cover then.
okay.
Or I want to dash and get in there.
Dash and get in there.
I kind of do. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's use my action to dash.
Okay.
So that gives me additional. Okay. That's 10, 15, 20, 30. Just a little shy of getting in there with my attacks. So what I'm going to do at this stage is bonus action Misty Step.
Ooh, he's getting way in there.
Yeah, right on him. And then can I action surge?
Sure.
Start to wail on this guy.
Take it to him.
Mm-hmm. Let's hit him.
Okay. You appear to have gone through my music.
First hit is an unnatural 20.
That will hit.
Okay. He is going to take 17 slashing damage.
Okay.
And second attack will be a 22 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, that's lame. 10 slashing damage on that one.
Okay. Still, Burham, you jump over some rubble. You launch yourself across a pool of acid. You climb up a wall. You action surge, soaring across another 60-foot chasm. You teleport 30 more feet, slamming into the Duergar Mindmaster, slashing him twice across the chest, leaving him on his last legs. Is it your turn?
It was pretty cool. Yeah,
was.
that's my
It
turn.
was very cool. I'm sorry that the music ended. All right. However, it is the monster's time to clap back, as they say. An arrow flies toward you, Burim. Bear with me. That is a 10 to hit. It bounces off of your armor. I need an intelligence saving throw from the Mind Master who is in front of you, sort of groaning and grimacing from the pain and shrinking back.
Add D4.
Mm-hmm. Way ahead of you. 13, 14, 15.
15. You save again. And he just goes, ah!
I just look at him like, and just like give like a haughty shrug, like.
Stepan, it's your turn.
I want to try to take this alternate path here. So from where I am, it takes 10 foot of movement to get up this little thing here. Can I thread this path over here?
Absolutely.
That's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess I make it this far.
Okay.
I'm going to make my way over this rock and shimmy up this rock.
Okay. Very good. You can dash if you'd like to get on top of it, but that's up to you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely do, because I don't really want to do an action right now. So let me get on this rock here.
Okay, perfect.
Just going to use this space between the wall and it for a little kind of added rock climbing ease.
Okay. All right. I would like a wisdom saving throw from Burim, Stepan, Vesar. I'm sorry, not Vesar, but Rowan. Because Rowan, you're up on the wall, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Those of you that are low, actually, well, Vesar, yes, you too, because you saw the thing. You took some shots at it.
Okay. What was the D4 added for?
Any
The
saving
salve that we used.
Ah.
Boy.
I rolled a nat one.
throw? Oof.
Boy.
15.
15 will
10.
save. The 10 will fail. Vesar, you feel this pull to the statue. By the way, what appears to be the final chamber sprawls open in the last wide circular chamber atop the final shelf, but in its midst is a large and crude statue of a naked man who could only be described as busty. The simple cloven angles the artist incorporated leaves a jarring visage that's marred with a bright blue sapphire in one eye. It's hard to look away from, just about all of him. Beyond him, another stone balcony crops up in which those Duergar had come down. There is a retaining wall to the right that appears to be blocking a small campsite and stairway upward. The strobe blue flash emanates from the eye in another rapid pulse. Vesar, you wander 10 feet forward into the acid, and you take 1d6 acid damage. So, I unfortunately rolled a 6. You take 6 acid damage.
Okay.
Stepan, you saved, I believe?
Yeah.
Burim, you failed, however, and the statue draws you in 10 feet. And as soon as you are drawn in, spears shoot out from the base.
Oh.
You take 7 piercing damage. And you are restrained.
Ooh.
All right. Rowan, it is your turn. Did you save as well?
I had a 15.
Okay. Yep, you saved.
You said I saved, I think.
By 1.
Good enough.
And thank Teriel for that.
That's the poultice, right?
Yep.
I got that from Sawyer.
Yeah, from Teriel. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
did-
Soya. That was Soya. Sorry, Soya.
Yeah, Terry doesn't have shit to do with this. Okay, I'll get on
All right,
the.
all right. Get out of here, you cheeky son of a bitch.
I'll get on the rock.
Yep.
That should be all of my movement. 1, 2. Yeah, more or less. I'll get to the edge here.
Okay.
Do I see the caster to the? Or can I attack him? I mean, technically I don't see him, right? Because he's outside
Correct.
of
You don't
60
see him, but he's not invisible. I will let you make an attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Let it rip. Unfortunately, that will miss as the arrow soars with a 30 as the alternative. Yeah. The arrow soars just a little high over poor Burham, who's watching with a spear lodged into his waist. Is that your turn?
That's all I can do.
Okay. Vassar, it is your turn.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. Actually, I'll stealth. Sorry.
Sure. Make a stealth check and pop it in the chat for me.
Yeah, 26.
Is this rock formation scalable?
Sure. Yeah, we'll say it's like 5 feet tall. If you jump, I won't have you take any more acid damage, by the way.
Okay. And what does jump cost? Like double movement?
I think you can,
Or is it
since you have an option where you can just jump 5 feet and be out, I'm not going to bother looking it up or anything.
Okay. I'll jump here.
Mhm.
And then if I can climb this to
Absolutely.
get visual.
Yeah. You are good to attack anyone you want there.
Okay. This is our caster, right?
Yeah, up top.
Alright. I'm going to take a shot on him.
Okay.
15 to hit.
15 just hits.
Very nice. That is 13 damage.
13 damage just kills.
Oh. And then I'll release my second arrow on the Duergar.
Okay, make an attack, please.
It's going to miss 13.
13 will unfortunately miss. The arrow clatters to the ground beside him.
Very well.
I need to stop saying that. It sounds like all your bows are like toy bows that don't shoot arrows very far.
That'll be it. I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay, perfect. Beautiful, Carl. It's your turn.
I'm gonna wind up to jump and then keep doing what I've been doing the entire time.
All right, Scott.
And catch up.
Yep.
This is the last foe in the room. I'm going to grant you an execution token.
All right.
Means your next attack is made with advantage, and if it hits, you can instantly execute a target.
Okay.
But you
do I
have
need
to have a spell that can reach him.
something that does damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I have none of those, so that's not happening.
Woof.
All right. So I will do the jump. Do you need an athletics check? Yeah.
No. You got a running start, and it's 10 feet, so I'm going to just let it slide.
All right. And then, so there's 10.
You don't have anything that can
20.
reach, like, 80 feet?
I do, but they don't do damage.
You don't have Vicious Mockery or...
Vicious Mockery, I think, is like 60.
Oof, okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. And then I'll do another dash for 30.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. We're good.
Alrighty. Burham, it's your turn.
Is it an action to break the restraining effect?
I'll let you do it with an attack if you hit.
Okay. I'll try that. I gotta make that with disadvantage. God damn. Nat 1.
That unfortunately you see Burham fumbling with his sword, trying to angle it down to break the spear that's jabbing into him.
Can I try it again as the extra attack?
Absolutely.
Alright. Oh my goodness. 15?
15 will hit. Roll damage.
Okay. I didn't think that would work.
That's a stick.
Oh, I'm just hitting the spear.
Yeah. I mean, you're welcome to attack the statue, but that won't really do anything for you.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. 14 slashing.
Okay. You swing through, breaking yourself free. You're no longer restrained.
Okay. Is it difficult terrain to go over those blades at the base of the statue?
Nope.
Okay. Just theatrical.
Yep.
Alright, so let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm just going to get myself next to this guy.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, very good. All right, he's gonna attack you twice with his war pick.
Alright.
The first is a 16, which misses. The second is 16, which misses.
Cool.
Woo.
Stepan, it is your turn.
Can I see if I could just take like just a half step back and then jump and bridge the gap to be on the same platform as those two dead Duergar?
Yes, but I am gonna require an athletics check because it's technically
Okay.
20 feet high.
Okay.
So you can because you're on top of the stone, but it's a little beyond your
that's
strength.
So garbage. That's a 2.
You see Stepan take a step back and run and jump. You hear the epic music swell as he misses the platform with his hand and tumbles down below.
Okay.
Rough.
You don't take damage.
Okay. There I am. Do I have any movement that I can start climbing this thing?
I would say like with a rope, certainly.
All right.
It's just an
I'm just
effort
gonna-
because it's 20 feet up
Yeah.
a wall, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty steep. All right, I'm just gonna walk my way in shame back toward beautiful Carl.
Okay. All right, the statue pulses again. This time, Burham, need another wisdom saving throw. Vessar as well, because you're standing on top of a rock. Rowan, are you on top of that stone, Rowan?
I am, yeah.
Okay, I'll need a wisdom saving throw from you as well.
21.
Perfect. Save.
27.
Save. Rowan with another 15.
At least 15. That's
Okay.
without the +4.
Excellent. All three of you save. This time the flash flickers. You can almost see, Vessar, you in particular, staring at the eye, you see like it's cracked, and it seems like there's some gases escaping from it. Rowan, it is your turn.
Move over to here. If I can't get all the way up on it, then I'll just stand on the...
Oh, you're
Why
fine.
did I just make another token?
I don't know.
Oh. Dude. I'm trying to move him.
gotcha.
Okay. The guy next to Burham is dead, right?
No, he's still
No,
alive.
He's alive.
Oh, he is? Okay, I'll shoot.
I'm using the skull tokens on dead characters.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll shoot the man next to
Okay.
Burham.
All right, make an attack. You don't have advantage, but you do have...
24.
Again, you don't have advantage. That was just your first roll, right?
Yeah. But I still get sneak, right?
Still get, yeah.
Still get sneak
Yep.
attack. He's
Yeah,
within
he's
5 feet.
engaged.
Yeah, okay. Cool. We got 14, and then sneak is 22, so 36.
The arrow flies over your shoulder, Burham, piercing his other eye, leaving him dead.
I meant to make a called shot, actually. I wanted to shoot his eye specifically with the thing. Okay.
I mean, at the last moment, he sneezes, his head shifting to the side, and you hear the crack of the eyeball splintering open as he falls dead to the ground. Vessar, Todd, all the enemies are dead, but you still hear combat music, granting you an execution token for your most important foe.
Yourself.
The statue.
I poured my bow with my foot.
No! I guess I technically never
Point the bow
specified
at
that
my
you guys
chin.
couldn't use it on each other.
All right, I'll try to shoot the statue again.
Okay, you have advantage.
Sure. Oh, natural 20.
Hell yeah! You can roll damage if you want. However, you hear the arrow slam into the eye and crack open, splintering. The statue falls to pieces, and nestled within, seems almost wedged on an inner layer, is a shield that clatters to the ground. It appears to be magical. And that will end our first combat. Good timing.
Did I
Planned.
hear the shield land?
Yes, you did.
Or did I start clattering?
Yeah. As far as we're concerned right now, you guys don't just use the map as a reference. Say what you want to do. You don't need to be moving around like by 5 feet, 5 feet.
Mm-hmm. Can I go investigate the clattering sound?
Absolutely. You haven't you do not know exact nature of the shield. It does appear to be magical, but there is a foreboding sense to it as well.
Ooh.
Oh, Burr, may I identify it for you? See what's going on with the shield?
Well, probably for the best. I don't get a good sense of it, especially coming out of this awful statue.
Okay, just give me 10 minutes. And then I'll start ritual casting identify.
The two of you are hunched around the shield, casting spells and inspecting something. What are the rest of you doing?
I stand
that time-
cross-armed.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I stand cross-armed behind beautiful Carl in disbelief that he's about to be useful.
Excellent. You can do
Oh, and
that.
you're kind of uglying up the cave. Could you step back 10 feet?
I was just trying to make sure you don't unleash some curse upon us all.
Oh, don't you worry. I've done this 1,000 times.
Ooh, that's how I've gotten some of my weaponry in the past. Make sure I don't carry anything accursed or too accursed out with me.
I mean, the only thing cursed about the shield is it's a little gaudy, but...
Oh, can't be anything worse than this. I just show my plain wooden shield.
Whoops.
All right.
Alright.
Scott, I have sent you something. Read it over briefly. Stepan,
Uh.
Vesar, what are you guys doing?
I'll
Can I take as
further-
much time as needed to? Sorry about that.
You're good.
I need to check the eyes on these Duergar.
Yeah.
Now that I'm up here on this platform, I just want to take a look at it first, kind of see if it's visual, and then, however it's affixed, I want to see if I can grab one of these.
Make a medicine check.
Okay.
Vesar, what would you like to do?
I'll further scout out the room, the path ahead.
So you head up to that small campsite.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Bryce?
I got a 2.
2. All right. You
Yeah.
take a look at it, and you're just like, fuck it. You just stick your finger in and pop it out. It just seems to honestly, you're not sure. It doesn't seem to be magical. You can't see a use for it. But beholders are kind of megalomaniacal and crazy, so maybe he just tortured them.
All right.
Hard to say. If you capture Duergar, you could question him.
Yep. With that done, do I see anything on their bodies of value?
The basic equipment that they were carrying. Not really, though. It doesn't seem that these Duergar have seen civilization in a long time. Especially these Duergar. A few things if you were to inspect their person without a check is just blood under their fingernails, not theirs. You see that their teeth are in incredibly poor condition, rotting out. They're obviously missing an eye, a lot of them. And in some cases, there's some pretty horrific scarring around the face, so none of them are in good shape.
All right.
I mean, they're all dead, but
Yeah. When they were alive.
Yeah.
With that done, I'll kind of join the rest of the people.
Okay. Vesar. You.
I'll. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Make a perception check for me. You loop the corner, you see a campsite.
That's terrible. That's an 8.
All right. It's not great. You don't discover anything like of peculiar note. You think that this is where the Duergar sleep, at least these ones. You almost think that these Duergar are perhaps separated from, hopefully, more sane Duergar in the distance or deeper in, because these all appear to be completely feral. There's like human and dwarf flesh. It looks like they might have even been eating each other. It's strewn about the campsite in just like bloody pools. They don't have beds. They just have like scrap heaps or dung piles. I cannot stress enough how foul these creatures appear to be in particular.
I know this to not be typical of Duergar nature.
Correct.
Okay.
And you
I'll
do
return to the group.
Okay, perfect. You do see a stairwell leading upward from behind, not hidden.
I'll reiterate to the party. Something seems to be going on with these Duergar. They're not normal.
What
I
tipped
inspected
you off?
2 up there.
Oh, there's a campsite up ahead with eaten flesh.
That checks out with their dead corpses. There was some blood under their fingernails, and their teeth were in quite poor shape. But why would they be eating? Maybe there's just nothing to eat down here.
It's not really.
The trip to the
normal.
Oral Wizard might be a nice thing to do for them. Maybe they won't be so mean.
Hmm.
There's no
These
better,
guys-
greater plague than plaque.
So saith beautiful Carl.
He does have very shiny teeth.
Aren't you? Yeah, you should be focusing on identifying that shield, by the way. Or are you finished?
10 minutes has
it's-
passed.
Okay.
What's the deal?
Well, if you weren't being so pushy, so good and bad news. Good news is it attracts all ranged attacks. Bad news, it's cursed. So if you burn, if you unequip it, you will still be the target of ranged attacks no matter what.
That doesn't
How-
sound like a good boon.
I wonder if we could put the shield on a decoy. Kind of like a magnet for arrows.
Well, if I had to put armor into a number, it gives you a +2.
So does my regular one. But yes, perhaps we could take the corpse of one of these Duergar, strap the shield to it, and toss it on the ground.
Well, the thing is, it
Hmm.
has to attune. That's the problem.
Well then,
Just have to
Well, thank
capture
you for
one and
trying.
force him.
attune to this.
That can be arranged.
Sit down and relax.
Sign this contract.
Okay.
Doesn't tuning take like 8 hours?
I was gonna say. I think it
I
usually
can't
takes-
remember. It might be doable on a short rest.
I think
Okay.
it's 1 hour.
Dude, that'd be so funny. Just like having this dude hold a shield for 8 hours in a cave.
That would certainly
Speaking
set
of-
the tone for this adventure.
If nobody else is opposed, I wouldn't mind laying about for another 50 minutes or so just to get my energy back.
Already winded.
Well, let's just say I could use some second wind.
You rushed in there. What did you cover? Nearly half the cavern.
Well, that's
In
why I'm
Just a
gotten
few
some
seconds.
renown. Being a little handy with some magics goes a long way.
Gabe, can you tell me what that shelf is on the left of the map?
Sure. So it's the same as the other shelves. You just note like a jutting black rock that's about 20 feet up, and it just comes out as far as I've denoted there on the map. So the reason it's shaded is because technically you just are seeing the ground below it. But it's just a shelf that the Duergar seem to be on. It looks like these two jumped down to get closer so they could start shooting you guys. Because
Got it.
some pesky beholder made this cavern way too big.
All right.
Well, if nobody else needs a rest, it is okay. I can continue on.
Silly boy, you know I can help you out. I'll cast a heal. What was it, healing word, right? That's what I
I
have.
don't need the healing word. I just want to get action surge back. It's okay.
Oh. Alright. Never mind.
Begin walking up towards these steps.
Should say you can only take so many short rests before you have to take
Yeah.
a long rest.
Yeah, better not to abuse it.
Okay. Up the steps.
Stairs.
Yeah.
Who's taking point?
Unless somebody else really wants to, I'll do it stealthily.
Okay.
Follow
Would I be able
behind.
to hold on to the
Stealthily.
shield by any chance?
Yeah,
Like sell
yeah.
it or something?
Yeah, pop it in your
Okay.
inventory.
It's not like too heavy or whatever.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, I'm trying to be very flexible with the downtime in the city, so maybe you find some way to augment it and empower the strength of it so that it gives Soya like
Yeah,
plus
because it said
3.
you can use remove curse to remove the actual curse itself, but I don't have that, so.
Even still, a magical shield still can't be melted by acid or destroyed, so there's use to it. Maybe you can augment it as well. Maybe you do force some poor squire to carry it and he doesn't know. Like, there's stuff to do with it. You guys can place your tokens on the new map.
Alright, let me add that then.
Oh, new map, cool.
Yeah, refresh
Yeah, it's
Owlbear if you
loading.
need to.
It's loading. I'm crouch walking up these stairs with a 32 to stealth.
Okay. You're very, very sneaky. Nobody hears you.
Naked boy.
Actually, I'm not going up the stairs regularly. I'm walking along the side of the staircase.
Like a scene from The Exorcist, Leon comes up
Yes.
the stairs. But you are eventually spit out into a new cavern.
Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. You get resistance to all range damage, too. That's the good part. Whoops.
It's a great item for a tank. But,
I cannot see the new map.
okay.
It's loading, I think. There's like a little bar at the top, but
I just got it.
Let
It
me-
takes a bit.
Okay. I can refresh as well.
I'm blind for now.
Yeah, I'll describe the room. Do it like they did it in the
Oh, I
old
can
days.
see it now.
There you go. Okay. The dark, curving stairway leads to an open cavern ahead. Damp stone walls drip with moisture, and faint scuffling sounds can be heard in the distance. The faint sights of tracks lain upon stone far ahead comes into view for those with dark vision. The cave walls are dark and slick. Slag and dust litters the ground in an uneven film. The ceiling in this level is low and oppressive, only 15 feet high, like you're in a mining cavern. You are welcome to make a perception check for me, Leon, as you creep forward.
13.
13. All you hear is that scratching straight ahead deeper into the darkness in which you cannot see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll continue along stealthily as I may. Just along the wall. I wanted to go here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to stay connected to the wall.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, there was a 10-minute identifying, and then we kind of came up here. During that time, had we seen that flash again?
No, it appears to have been coming from the statue that was destroyed by Vassar.
Okay.
All right. You do note some crystals that are jutting out of the walls, but you're not really sure if they have any value. You guys are all welcome to come into this antechamber if you want, as Rowan sneaks forward. You don't hear anything. You... Whoopsie doodle.
Bye.
Bye. The room opens up to you. You note that the track's end, there's a quaint little blacksmithing area. All the coals have been dimmed down. Yes, I do have music. I just refreshed Owlbear. So you might need to refresh, Ashley.
Yeah, I've lost it too.
I've lost it as well.
What do heck? Well, you guys all just disconnected too, so that might be just my internet.
No, I just like
Yeah, I just refreshed. I'm still not there.
Oh fuck,
What?
I refreshed again now. I thought you
What
said
the
that would
heck?
fix it.
Ah, it's my fault because I refreshed Owlbear and I didn't share it again. All right, should be restored.
Oh yeah, there it is.
So, Leon, you creep inward. Where are you going? You can't really see the darkness beyond.
I'll just move up to the closest source of sound, honestly.
Well, that's
Would that be
north of
north?
you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're going north.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I'd like to look beyond to the east here,
Okay.
if I can.
Yeah, you are the one with dark vision of 120, so you note several things. As you turn the corner, you lock eyes with a Duergar with a blue crystal in his eye. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Damn it.
They're superior. They were setting an ambush for you. However,
23.
is that your initiative?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to reveal this square because Leon is in it. And now that combat is beginning, they do drop their charades and their stealths. Leon, there was someone behind this, but both of you had stealth checks higher than your perceptions. And as you creep closer to the top, let's erase that. So, I'm going to read a couple descriptions here. As Stepan, as you were creeping up the left-hand side of this long, deep cavern, you do note something in the distance. Let me read
Sure
a couple.
looks like it.
Yeah, a couple descriptions here. So, the tracks travel upwards, reveal a peculiar machine at the far end in a small dig with two inanimate suits of armor behind it, seemingly with hands welded to its back. To your right, beside the dig along the far wall, is a large rock pen with an iron gateway. That's where you hear the scratching coming from. Beyond the caverns, it goes from dim to pitch black with small flickers of firelight in the darkness beyond. Those are coming from the smithy that is along the southern wall, about 80 feet away from it. Again, Vesar, you are the only one that sees the Duergar. So if you would like, you can alert your friends with a yell. Your friends can't see them yet, but that will, of course, unravel. Everyone will enter combat from doing so. But it's still probably the best course of
Yeah,
action.
I'll definitely alert everybody.
Before we start the initiative, I was going to say I want to check out the smithy. I don't know if you want to allow me to move down there or not before
Sure.
this all kicked off.
Yeah, everyone start to move around the corner at least, where Vesar is. That's about where he became aware of an impending ambush.
Where is Nick's character? Okay, so you're just like right there.
All right, so we're all back. Some comments on the first combat. I thank you, Bryce, for the timers. I'm honestly not able to focus on them at all, but I do like them. I think they keep us moving. Maybe we'll talk about that after the game, but thank you for getting those up and running. Very helpful.
Yeah, no worries.
As a point, this combat is meant to be using the environment. So there's a couple elements that I want you guys to keep your eyes out for. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be pretty gracious with things like an intelligence check to ask me something. Just be open-minded. Don't play too restrained by rules. as far as some of the action economy. I want you guys to investigate things and be interactive. So, the cavern is open wide. For those of you listening, it's a very, very large cavern. The ceiling is only 15 feet high. And along the northern wall, there is a large, almost hellfire-looking machine. So this thing has large metal wagon wheels. It has 2 suits of armor, Duergar-sized, fused, like welded to it. Stepan, you are close enough that looking upon their visages, you note that their eyes are grayed over, their skin is pallid and droopy, and they are inside the suits. They do not appear to be living, maybe, but they're clearly moving. Like they're welded to it. They're a part of the machine. This prison that Rowan is right next to, that's adjacent to the machine along the northern wall, further toward the center. That room there's a hideous scratching coming from it. Rowan, you in particular can hear it very well now. It's right on the other side of the door. And beyond that, there is crackling energy that you occasionally hear surging as well. And the rattling of chains. Other than that, the main chamber further in with the little smithy along the southern wall, this is where the bulk of the Duergar are. 3 of them seem to be laying in wait. They have crossbows, they have war picks. One in the middle is well armored. He appears to be some sort of warlord almost. These Duergar are not in the same condition as the previous. They did not ambush you from invisibility, but they do still have blue eyes. 1 blue eye. And without further ado, let us begin. Rowan, it is your turn.
Okay, this time I call my shot. I try to wait. First of all, I'll make sure. Can I shoot this one here, or is he behind the thing?
He'll have +3 AC.
This one has higher AC anyway because
Correct.
he's armored, right? Okay, I still shoot him. I try to shoot his eye, the blue one.
Okay. I mean, you're welcome.
I do not.
You're welcome to make called shots, but I don't really play with called shots.
Okay, yeah, it's just trying to see if it would work. Okay, well, I shoot from stealth, so.
Yeah, make your attack with advantage.
Whoop. Whoop. Alright, I'll take 27.
27 will hit. You are an unseen attacker. You do get sneak attack damage on this.
And I get sneak attack. I rolled sneak attack first, 17, and my regular damage. Okay, 27 damage to that guy.
Nice. You do just enough to kill him in 1 hit.
Yep.
Excellent. I will allow you to use your bonus action to go back into invisibility.
I fade into the shadows, hopefully.
Okay. What'd you get?
27. I'm gone.
You're a ghost. You will have to move a little bit.
I'll move a little bit.
Like back up towards the machine, maybe.
Okay. Oh, that's a gate. I just saw that for the first time. That's a
Yes.
gate up above me, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'll move here.
Okay. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Just find the corner. Okay. That's me.
Excellent. You hear a Duergar shout, "Raise the gate! Get him out here!" And somewhere in the distance, farther in the shadows beyond, deeper in the caverns, you begin to hear a chain clink, clink, clink. The gate next to you, Rowan, opens like 2 feet. Bassar, it's your turn.
Let's see. I'll take 2 shots on I'll take a shot first on this guy back here.
Okay.
Uh, 28 to hit.
28 hits.
That's 12 damage.
Okay.
If he's still standing, I'll take another shot.
Yep. Not quite yet bloodied.
27 to hit
27 definitely hits.
and 11 damage.
11 damage. You leave him on his last legs, but he's still standing.
Okay. With that, I'll duck back a bit behind this wall.
Excellent.
Actually, I'll move like here.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Very good. All right, it is the warlord's turn. He shouts to his companions again. Attack! Kill the intruders! Get those flames rolling! So all of the Duergar use their reactions to attack the party. In this case, we have one is dead, fortunately. So an arrow comes to Burm, who is the only person I think is out in sight. That's the only one that can be made. And I would like a perception check from Stepan.
On it. 18.
Okay. 22 to hit Burm.
That'll hit.
You take 21 mixed bludgeoning and psychic damage from a soul-infused arrow from one of the Duergar.
Okay.
Stepan. You note that this engine beside you roars to life and flames spit out of exhaust panels on the side. The two Duergar that are trapped within groan as they begin to push it forward and angle it toward Rowan. You think that you could perhaps manipulate that in some way. Those two creatures pushing it look pretty darn senseless.
Understood.
Beautiful, Carl. It is your turn.
I'll move up over one, up one. Then I'll do a level 4 shatter on these three.
Okay, excellent.
Constitution saving throw, and if it's made of crystal, metal, or stone, it's a disadvantage.
Okay. I'm
And
gonna
it's
say
DC 18.
I'd say they both fail. The Duergar in the back.
Yeah. Alright. 4. 2, 3, 4. Wait, right? Stupid. Oh, 5d4. Sorry. Whoops. Alright. We got 9, 17, 17, 19, 23, 29 thunder damage.
Excellent.
Both of them.
They are both grievously wounded.
Right.
Very cool.
And
Now, the engine itself appears to take pretty minimal damage from that, but the two pushing it in the back took a lot of hits.
okay.
Very cool. Is that your turn?
And, bonus action, I will give Burham Bardic Inspiration.
Awesome. Okay.
What size dice is that at this level for you?
It's a I think it's a D8.
Stepan, you're on deck.
D10.
Okay, very good. So you've given an inspiration. What's that look like, Scott? You strum an instrument? You blow him a kiss?
Yeah, actually, I'll take out the cursed shield and start beating on it
Oh my god.
like a marimba.
It makes the saddest, anguished noise that is just filling the chamber.
Burham's so sexy, he's the best.
Stepan, it's your turn. And you're all like shaking off the echoing deafness from the shatter cast in this tiny mine.
Oh, and you can
Can I
also
try
use
to-
that for healing and damage too now. So,
Oh. Well, that's good to know.
Well, okay. I think you just attach it to a heal when you use it. Like you expend a
Yeah.
use when you heal. It doesn't have to be on someone.
That's cool.
But yes, Stepan, it is your turn.
Can I try to target the Duergar pushing the Hell engine with a suggestion spell and suggest that it push it into the gate?
Sure. Yeah. What's the
Okay.
save on that, or what kind of
Wisdom.
save? Wisdom. You can imagine these guys don't have a great wisdom save.
Where's my spell save? Oh, there it is.
13 and a 15. I rolled pretty well on those.
They both fail.
Okay. So you're commanding them to push it into the door.
Into the door, and I'm gonna call out to the whole party. No one attack the engine.
Very cool. All right. They begin to push. Their movement is not phenomenal. They can get to there, which is pretty close. You imagine if it's going to attack in front, so in a cone. But they push it right past you, Rowan, which is probably a little disconcerting. As these two mindless creatures walk past you, welded to the back of this Hellfire engine.
Well, I'm invisible, so.
Not to them. You can't hide in front of someone. If you turn invisible, I'd let you hide in front of them.
Fair enough.
Okay. We've got... This guy's going to move forward. And... Burham, you are still... Well, he sees beautiful Carl now. He'll share the love a little bit. Beautiful Carl. Does a 19 hit? Yes.
Actually, I flip up that shield and I get 19 AC, so no.
Well, at least it would reduce the damage. Oh, I rolled very low. This is only 5 piercing damage and 8 psychic damage as he fires a soul arrow at you.
Cool.
The Hellfire engine rolls up. Both the Duergar look at each other and sort of groan in unison, going, "Ugh." And they pull triggers down that their hands are welded to, and you see blue-black flame spill from the face of the Hellfire engine, and it roars over the gate, melting it halfway away, leaving molten crag behind it in a 15-foot cone. You hear something behind the door, and it growls basically to the group in a very guttural fashion. However, that creature can do nothing yet. Burham, it is your turn.
Let me try to close up some of this distance here. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30. I will then take a shot at this one here. No, that's drawing. Don't want to draw.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to use my pointer.
Well, I know which one he is now.
Yeah, I'll take a shot at him with the crossbow.
Okay.
With a 17 to hit.
17 does not hit. You see the arrow glance off of his shoulder.
Let me bonus action second wind. I'll add the Bardic Inspiration die to that too. Get some health back here really quick.
Okay.
That will be my...
I don't think you can add the Bardic Inspiration to your second wind.
That's like if I already got healed on.
Yeah, if Scott casts Healing Word on you, he can expend a Bardic Inspiration to add it to the heal.
Ah, understood.
But
Okay.
hang on to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say in that case, I'll just wait to use it on a later time then. That's fine.
Are you sure? You can still use it.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. So it says if a creature has a bardic inspiration die from you and casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, the creature can roll that die and choose a target effect. Oh, okay, never
It's
mind.
just not a spell, unfortunately.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
need a spell.
All right.
It's an ability.
Okay. So is that your turn?
Yep.
Very good. Rowan, it's your turn.
If I look into the gate that just had molten in front of me,
Yeah.
does that area still seem hot, like that square?
Oh, for sure. But like you could jump through it. Are you moving around so that you can peek in?
I was gonna throw caltrops there to make it difficult terrain, but whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm afraid they would melt. So instead, I'm just gonna move here and shoot this guy.
Which guy? Okay.
Sorry,
So you're gonna
wrong
shoot the archer up top.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, and I'm stealthed, yes. 25. Yeah, 25.
Okay. So you poke out, you fire, it hits, and then you keep running forward, we're gonna say. Just to because you have to make the unseen attack as you're still hidden. So you fire off the arrow, roll damage for me. You do get sneak attack.
26.
All right.
In
This Duergar falls over, peppered with arrows. Very good. All right.
And
Is that your turn?
yeah, I'll end my turn up
Okay.
here.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. You hear the clanking end as whatever Duergar was in this chamber has given up on using it. He comes rushing out and he enlarges himself with a spell, becoming 10 feet big. And he comes barreling out and he's going to make a shot. Rowan, you didn't re-stealth, correct? You're kind of out in the open.
Yeah, I'm guessing I can't stealth
Yeah.
here, that's why I didn't.
Okay. He's going to make a shot on you. I did not have spell block. I'm
Good
rolling pretty good tonight. 22 to hit.
You hit.
Okay. You take 8 piercing damage and 8 psychic damage
Okay.
from his psychic arrow.
I use evasion and take
Okay.
8 total, yes.
Yeah, we're going to say it that way.
Okay.
Very good. Bessar, it is your turn. Bessar, you have a sight line that I want to take a note of. You can see into the chamber.
I was going to ask if I could see in there.
You note a Duergar whose flesh is rotten, his eyes are glazed over, and he has arrows sticking out of his skull. There's also a javelin in his stomach that is shocking with electricity. You hear him roaring with fury now.
It's not good. Is the gate is like melted now?
Yeah, it's open the rest of the way now. It was going to be
Alright.
open this turn anyway from the efforts of the previous Duergar.
I will. That changes things. Sorry. Let's do a Hexblade's Curse on him. I'm gonna
Okay.
take 2 shots.
Excellent. Make your attacks, please.
Natural 20. Okay. That's 4 damage. It's a 19 damage.
Okay.
First hit.
Very nice.
Second is a 28 to hit.
Okay, that definitely hits. Give me some damage.
That is 18 damage.
Awesome. Okay. So through the molten window, you fire 2 arrows with your Hexblade Curse. What's your Hexblade Curse look like, Vesar?
I would say this like purplish energy shoots out from one of SR's hands and then just starts swirling around this creature.
Excellent. Okay. So there's this purplish hue that's added to his abominable visage, and he comes, as he begins to run out, 2 arrows are just plugged immediately into his chest. Okay, is that your turn?
Yes. Will be my
Excellent.
turn.
All right. The Duergar Warlord, as a bonus action, will enlarge. There now. And he will rush forward. 25 feet. And turn invisible. So you still know he's there, but you'll have disadvantage on attacks against him.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, Carl. It is your turn.
How the 2 behind the machine looking?
Very rough.
Okay. And I will do a synaptic static on both of them.
Okay.
What's that?
You speak one, or wait, that's the wrong one. That's command. You choose a point within range, and cause psychic energy explode. From there, each creature within a 20-foot radius sphere center on that point must make an intelligence saving throw. A creature with an intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be affected by the spell. A target takes 8d6 psychic damage on a failed save or half.
Excellent. They fail. Roll damage.
There's one. Cool. So I gotta get. Do I even have enough d8s? 8d6, right? Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's perfect. Alright. Nope. Dropped one. Whoops. Okay. 9, 10, 15, 17, 18 psychic damage.
Okay. You see the 2 Duergar within their suits look at one another and shriek as they fall limp inside their metal suits that are welded to the back of the machine.
And I am going to move up 10, about 10 feet, right here.
Okay.
And that's it.
Very good. Excellente. The Duergar Hammerers are perished. It looks like the Hellfire engine is inoperable at the moment, Bryce. You did see how it was operated, though, from your vantage, if you wanted to try and use it. But you think pushing it now will be pretty difficult. Stepan, it is your turn.
Okay. Can I inspect these crystals behind me?
Sure. They appear to be just sort of run-of-the-mill, whatever the Duergar were collecting. They might have been forging with them, but you don't get that there's any practical combative use.
Okay. Let me go to that minecart up at the top over here. And then I can barely see anything in this gigantic cavern here, so I'm going to cast a light cantrip in the center area here so I can see more.
Okay.
And that's my turn for now.
Okay. It certainly lights up the area. The Hellfire engine's making a lot of light as well. You gather from the area around you that you've exposed that they were using it to score into the earth to help dig through. So it seems to be like a digging apparatus. But you know how to operate it as well by pulling down on the hammers.
Okay.
All right. The engine is running, but nothing's happening. The Duergar mutant from within jumps out over the molten lava. 10 feet. And he's going to march over to beautiful Carl and make 3 attacks with a flail that's hanging by its side.
Carl!
Carl does a 22 hit.
Yes.
You take 7 bludgeoning damage, and I need a wisdom save.
Okay.
Does it hit your face?
That is a 7.
7. You feel yourself instinctually use your reaction to swing your blade at someone next to you that's not there.
All right.
Does a 21 hit as he
Yes.
he hits you again. This time with the third. Oh boy. This hits you for 15 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And 18 psychic damage.
All right.
And he attacks you with an unnatural 20 with his third attack.
Okay.
For
I don't have any kind of reaction.
14 bludgeoning damage. And I need a constitution saving throw.
6.
You are paralyzed until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Burim, it is your turn.
Do I hear any of that carnage kind of just happening behind me?
Absolutely.
Alright. I can't traverse that normally, so I'm going to bonus action Misty Step to get over there.
Okay.
Not that I would love to burn a spell slot, but gotta get over there and help my boy. And then I will make my 2 attacks on it. First one is a 26 to hit.
Okay. 26 will hit.
That will be 14 slashing damage. And
Alright.
the second attack is actually the same to hit. Rolled a nat 15
Excellent.
twice.
Roll damage.
That'll be an additional 13 slashing damage.
Very good. You rush
That's my
forward, teleporting over to the mutant Duergar. You slash twice across his back, bloodying him.
That's my turn.
All right, Rowan, it is your turn. You note where the Duergar went invisible. So you could make an attack, but it would be with disadvantage. Or you can attack the other Soul Blade, who is sort of engaged with you with an archery fight.
Mm-hmm. Can I get on top of this wall, or does it just close up to the ceiling?
No, it's only a 15-foot tall ceiling, so it just runs right up.
Okay. Then my second question would be, if I get to this well, is it cover?
Yeah, you could jump
Can I
inside of
duck
it.
behind it?
Oh, or
Okay.
yeah, you could duck behind it as well.
Okay, I walk up to this well, and can I check if it's like goo in there, or like ichor or whatever?
It's
Or does
very
it just
dark.
look like
You
water?
suspect it's water, but like
Okay.
it's not really the time to be
I
investigating the
shrug
depths
and
of a well.
Take my chances.
Okay, and you jump in.
I jump to the wall. I don't jump all the way down. I try to like attach to the wall and then shoot at,
Finally,
like peeking out.
someone
I try to
jumped
shoot
in.
At
Okay, yeah, you can make your attack.
I try to shoot at the big boy.
Absolutely, make your attack.
Big boy.
I'll use sharpshooter too.
Okay, just make sure you reduce by 5.
Yeah. Oh wait, I don't get 3, right? Because I'm not stealthed. Okay, so 19 minus, so 14. Fuck, I probably
14
lost it.
just hits.
Yes. Okay, great. That's 15. And what does sharpshooter at? 10 or
10.
5? 10? Alright, 25. That's worth it.
Okay, excellent. He is on his last legs.
I
As you peer out of the well and
Stealth.
fire a shot, you see it just like rail him right in the center mass, in between the plates of his armor. Which he has an AC of 14,
Sharpshooting.
which isn't much.
yeah, I try to stealth as well and duck back
Okay.
below the well.
Yeah, you're welcome to attempt it. He knows you're in a well, so if he can get there and look in, your
29.
stealth will fail, but understood.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say mostly it works because he's gonna run 25 feet, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, he can't get close enough. So he's just going to launch a shot at Burim. Burim. I know it doesn't hit, an 11. A soul-charged arrow whizzes over your head and slams into the wall, fizzling. Bessar, it is your turn.
Okay. How's the mutant looking right now?
Bloodied. But it's
Okay.
pretty hard to tell beyond that because he's just like covered in wounds.
Makes sense. I'll take a shot on him.
Fire away.
18 to hit.
18 will hit. Roll damage.
Uh, 11 damage.
Okay.
I'll take a second shot. 22 to hit.
Hits.
Ugh. 10 damage.
Okay. Better than nothing. You fire another 2 arrows into the... He's like feathered at this point. You just see like things protruding from every angle of his body as you weave more shots into him.
And that'll still be it for me.
Okay, excellent. The Duergar captain comes rushing out. He can see you now, Visar. He's going to let his invisibility fade. He's going to make an attack against you with advantage as an unseen attacker. With a javelin. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay. You take 15 piercing damage. Since he's enlarged, he wails this thing at you, but oh, he can make 3 attacks with this. But only the first was with advantage. The second attack's a 10, which should miss.
Yes.
And another 10, so I missed again. So he pulls all 3 of his javelins off of his back, and I'm going to say he's out of javelins now. And he throws all of them at you. The first hitting you really hard and driving you back a step, but the next 2 falling short of his mark. Beautiful Carl, it is your turn. You are paralyzed until the end of your turn, but it does fade. So you are incapacitated.
So I can't do anything.
Yeah, unfortunately you lose your turn. It does fade
Alright.
automatically though at the end of your turn.
Alright, well, it's my turn then.
Stepan, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to ride this hell machine and just press all the buttons.
Okay.
See if I can get it to go forward.
Okay, so you run down to the Hellfire engine and hop on?
Yep.
Excellent. All right, there is a console before you. Make an intelligence check.
Not a saving throw, just roll intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah, like intelligence plus your proficiency is fine.
13.
13. You think you know how to turn it, and you've seen how to activate it.
Okay. I'm gonna do both of those. I'm gonna activate it and then turn it toward the chief boy who just threw in the javelins.
Okay. So you kind of turn it this way. I'm gonna move you on top of it. See. Let me look at its stat block. I guess you haven't really seen how far the attack goes, so you know that you have to hop off the back and pull down the levers. So I need a strength check for you.
Okay.
It's not a super high check. I know that's not very comforting.
18.
18. You pull the levers down. Bryce, you take 11 fire damage from pulling this down, the backdraft wafting off of it. And
Okay.
Burim, you take 11 fire
about to say,
damage
I'm
as
gonna-
well.
I was about to be like, I feel like I'm gonna be in the range of getting hit with this thing.
Well, you take damage from the side, but that's just the heat of it.
Okay.
Oh, wrong one. For a 30 feet cone, we're going to say it just hits him at the edge of it. Bryce, he takes 24 fire damage and 18 thunder damage.
Yeah, let's go.
He is bloodied in one bout as Stepan turns this machine and fires it. Is that your turn, Stepan?
Yes.
Okay. It is the mutant's turn. He is going to turn on Burham. Make an attack with his Flail of Madness and miss with an 11. Going to attack with his Flail of Pain. And I believe an unnatural 20 will hit.
I'm going to use shield.
Okay. He's going to attack with his Flail of Paralysis afterward. Now, that puts your AC at what, 25?
Yep.
Seeing this next miss, the captain uses his reaction to increase the attack by 6. The mutant takes 6 damage. You will take 14 bludgeoning damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw, or you will be paralyzed until the end of your next turn.
On save. I'll use my Bardic Inspiration. 20d10. 16. Add the d4. That was a d8. Whoops. That's 16, 20 plus 7,
you're
27.
You're good. 27 will save. You shake off the paralysis, and the creature roars at you, spraying blood on your face, but it is your turn.
Okay. I will cast Green Flame Blade and make an attack against it. With a 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Okay. So he will take 3 fire damage. And 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I'll use my bonus action to make a standard attack with an unnatural 20 to hit.
Excellent. Be damage.
He'll take an additional 15 slashing damage.
Okay. It's on his last legs. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Rowan, it is your turn. In the well.
Well, I'll pop back out and shoot the guy in front of me.
Excellent. Make an attack, please. I'll give you advantage on it.
27,
27 hits.
9 base, and... Okay, 30 total with sneak.
Excellent. The arrow slams in between his ears, thrusting out the other side of his skull, and he is dead.
I somersault out of the well.
Okay.
And
Sick.
It's glorious. You spray water across the room.
great. And yeah, I'll walk a little bit brazenly out in the open this time.
Okay.
How far can I go? So you said
So
for
that's 10
diagonal.
So
Okay.
the diagonal movement is 5, and then 10, then 5, then 10.
Okay, so
For each additional diagonal movement.
5, 10, 5. I guess I'll get to here because it took me some to get out of the well.
Sure. Excellent.
And turn.
Okay. Vasar, it is your turn. You see the Duergar captain on one knee, holding a warhammer, sizzling And of course, you see the mutant on its last legs, flailing its weaponry back and forth between Carl and Burham.
Okay. I'll take my shot on. I'll take a first shot on the mutant.
Okay. Make an attack.
17.
17 just hits by 1.
16 damage.
Excellent. You kill the mutant. An arrow splits through his throat, and as he falls, the javelin pops out of him, sparking.
Okay. I gain 15 HP from that.
Very
My
nice.
Hexblade Spurs. I will reposition, and then I'll take my second shot on the captain.
Awesome. Make an attack, please.
21 to hit.
Just hits. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Lad.
9 damage.
Okay. You fire another arrow as you dart across the cavern, letting loose a flurry of hell, finishing off the Duergar mutant and hitting the captain again. He is the last foe in the room. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Excellent. It is the captain's turn. Let me zoom in. He cannot quite make it to Burham.
Oh.
So he is going to use his dash to put himself within range of you, Burham.
Fine by me.
And that will end his turn. Carl, it is your turn.
Okie dokie.
The captain is closing distance with you. He's the last enemy on the field that you can see.
Alright. I am going to back up about 20 feet.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
So, is there a sword on here somewhere? Yeah. Right here. I'm gonna take my Greater Healing Potion after my turn, and as my main action, and then bonus action, attack with the Spiritual Weapon.
Excellent. Make an attack for me.
Sure. Just gotta double check I got the right. Yeah. All right. Cool. 13.
What?
13.
What is your
unfortunately
weapon?
misses. That's a good question.
You have to come back to me. I didn't pick one. I have no idea.
All right.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll do an axe.
Okay.
Something a little heftier.
Throw back to
Shaped like a
Varg.
guitar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Excelente.
All right. So I gotta make the attack, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you said you rolled a 13, I think.
Oh, did I? Shit. Yeah, I did. Sorry.
Unfortunately, it does miss. He's just got such a hefty AC. He's fully plated up.
Okay. That's my turn. I'll do the Greater Healing Potion on my own.
Okay, yeah. Feel free to add that. We move to Stepan.
I'm gonna get off this engine because I feel like I can't use it without immolating the entire party. So I'm gonna get off it. And can I try to cast a Mind Sliver?
What's my save?
Intelligence.
That is an 8. So yes, you can.
Okay. Well, he takes 1d6 damage. He takes 4 damage, and then he has 1d4 subtracted from his next save.
Okay, it should be a little bit higher. It should be like 3d6 at your level. Because the cantrip scale with wizard level, or caster level. So
okay.
just at
So
least
it's-
add 2
it's
more
2d6.
d6. Oh, it's just 2? Okay.
No, it's just one more. Level 11, it goes up to 3d6.
Okay, so
All
6
right,
damage?
So 6 damage.
Excellent. And please remind me of that 1d4. That's on his next attack?
Okay.
Like Bardic? Like
Next saving throw.
saving throw. Okay. Well, if he makes one, remind me, please. So that's the one I
Yep.
always forget. Okay. Excellent. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Burham, it is your turn.
I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade on this guy.
All right.
Oh,
Green
with
flame
a
envelops your sword.
27 to hit.
27 definitely hits.
He'll take 2 fire damage and damn, low rolls. 10 slashing.
Okay. He still
No, use
stands,
my-
but barely.
Use my bonus action to attack with a 22 to
Hits.
hit. Oh my god. I literally rolled 1, 2, 1, 2, like all over here. It's an additional 11 slashing damage.
Burn. How do you kill the Duergar warlord? Or do you spare him?
Ooh.
Oh!
I'll spare him. I'll bring him down to 1 HP.
Okay.
I'll kind of just like swing underneath the leg to knock him prone, and I'll stand over him to interrogate.
Excellent. The warlord falls back, shrinking, throwing up his arms, saying, "Please, please, spare me." And we will end combat. All right, so the party can gather here.
As everybody's kind of moving over, since we're out of initiative order, can I use a second wind charge as I'm
Sure.
standing over this guy?
Yeah, man, if you got him, let him rip. His enlarge spell shrinks and fades, and he is left on the ground bloodied, his plate armor cracked open, his one blue eye glimmering in the darkness.
I'll stand over him and just be like, "Where is that Death Tyrant?"
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Intimidation. 17.
Okay. He says, "It's Gulash. Yes. I haven't seen him in days."
In days.
Yeah. Something changed. We've been free. He subjugated us for years. Now, hasn't shown his face. Couple of men went up the hall, checked on the next room. He's different.
How so?
Was a time he came and went as he pleased. His eye would run over everything and deplete its magics. One of my boys caught an eye of him. Skin's rotten off. His eye stalks are broken and dying. There's a nasty glow to him. He used to be one way and now he's another. I think he's trapped up there. This was our land now.
What can you tell me about him?
He's a beholder. Eye stalks, shoots beams, different kinds of energy.
Has he seemed weak to anything? Does he fear anything?
Don't know, haven't seen him in his new state, really. His eye does something different, though. The boy that caught an eye of him, it washed over him across the chamber. Said he felt sick. Like he couldn't heal. Like it was death the pall cast upon him.
Good to know. What was his purpose down here? What did he want with you all?
It's his lair. Or just his playthings. He carved out our
Was your
eyes.
desire to be free?
Well, I was free. Till you all showed up.
And what would you do now?
I don't know. I guess wait and see what you're all going to do. If you kill him, well, and you leave, I'll just stay. If you tell me I gotta go, I'll go.
Plans to remove him from here, barely alive.
Yeah.
Well, if you need someone to help pull his body, I'll do it. I have no allegiance to him. The only difference between him is that he won't kill me on the spot. As long as you can at least match that offer.
Can I insight check to see if he's being truthful?
Absolutely.
I want to too, if that's okay. I'm suspicious of this guy.
Sure, but I'm going to limit it to you two.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I won't bother.
Okay. Vesar, you're eyeing him up with your inquisitive drow eyes. Used to someone who deals with Underdark characters and used to the nature of your pact. You don't trust him. You think that he is being truthful in his words, but he's always been a servant subjugated by threat of violence.
I'll say it out loud. I don't trust him.
Of course you don't, you dirty drow.
Watch it.
I
Fair
kind of
enough.
just grind my heel into his chest just a little harder. Be careful, he is a friend of mine.
That's fair. He did put plenty of arrows in me.
Well, I wonder too, with that blue speck in your eye, if he'd just as easily assume control of you if he sees you again.
Guess that's just a chance you'll have to take.
I don't think it's a chance I'll be taking at all.
If you're gonna kill me, be done with it. I could help you, though. Lots left of this place for you to discover. Suffer through.
I think that's worth your life if you could tell us what to avoid, how to get to his lair in one piece, and if there's any treasures or boons that could help us along the way. I think we could offer to spare you.
I do know something about the treasures beyond. Know something about the dangers too, but not as much as you'd like, of course. Anytime I went through, I was escorted by Skolash. His magic eye used to just deactivate the trap. He flew through. He can't do that no more. His eye's different. He's stuck up there. We're free, we could just turn and leave.
And yet you stayed.
Well, with my lads, it was kind of a paradise. We had the machine, we were digging, we were forging, drinking. Protected by those below, the savages. Had a good thing going.
What's with the
Tell me about
stone
this.
in the eyes?
Skolash just carved them out. Marcus. Or his playthings. Might as well be a dog collar.
I saw them flash earlier. Do they have any power?
Not to my knowledge. Make an insight check. Just Bryce.
11.
Okay. You're not sure. Vesar, since you rolled so well before, I'll let you make one too.
Insight, you said?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Boy.
I think he's lying
Fucking well.
through his teeth. Dirty Duergar.
Like I said, I don't trust him.
Fine. Don't bring me to fight the beast. But I can help you. A little bit. Just gotta promise to spare my life. Never see me again.
Do you have
What
any
do the
more
gems do?
men?
Oh, it's one at a time. I only got one good ear.
You can go ahead, Bryce.
What do the gems do?
Alright. Sets like a collar. He sees me, he can yank. Power me down, so to speak. Won't take control of me, but... No, You can't trust me in his presence.
Of course.
What's this
I'll ask-
trap do? Oh,
That would. He looks at both of you with one eye, miraculously, as it darts back and forth. Yes, well, what can I say? There's platforms. 3 of them. Promise not to kill me. When you enter...
I'll promise.
Does he need to make an insight check, Sawyer?
No, I'm being
Okay.
truthful on that.
Alright. When you go in, there's one surrounded by the arms of the dead, another by ice, third by acid. Gotta get everyone on them at the same time. The moment you set foot in that chamber, no matter where, it comes to life. Whirling death, fire, brimstone. Like I said,
And once we all step on each of these platforms, then what?
it'll deactivate. But never seen it work. Used to be Skolash would come down and his eye would just turn it off. He'd float above the hazards. You gonna let me go?
You said something about treasure, too.
There's treasure in the
Then-
chamber beyond. His most valued possession.
It's in an obvious spot. We'll all see it, can't miss it.
Correct. Middle of the chamber. Can't live without it.
Sounds like we might dispatch him first.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Well, I said I wouldn't kill you.
I'll shoot him.
That's a dirty trick! SR launches an arrow into his head. And with that,
Why?
we will end tonight's session.
Cold-blooded.
Excellent. If you guys want to take rests, and tabulate things on that front, now might be the time we can agree to a rest at this point.
Short rest, long rest. Song of rest.
It's up to you. You could potentially get away with a long rest. You know he's trapped up there. You could try. It's up to you.
I'm gonna need it really bad.
Got bonked
Yeah,
pretty
you
good.
got mauled. Yeah.
I was really close. It was like I was down my last like 13, I think 13 to 14.
Damn.
Are those 20 extra HP still? Well,
Yes.
After a long rest, they'll be gone, right?
Correct. If you take a
Mhm.
long rest, you will lose the 1d4 saving throws, and you will lose the extra 20 HP. The 1d4 is potentially something very, very handy. Oh, also, there is a javelin of lightning that fell out of the flint. That is a magical weapon.
Ooh.
I already closed my things, but if you guys want to discuss it in chat, who gets what, let me know.